Hey guys, it's Tom and welcome to today's travel vlog. It's going to be all about Vienna, Austria, and I'm going to be taking you downtown and showing you all the beautiful sights that this city has to offer. I have talked to a lot of locals and they gave me a few tips on the best places to go, especially if you've only got 1 or 2 days here just like me. I'm going to be showing you a lot of beautiful spots and surprise spots in Vienna, and also we're going to try some really yummy Viennese and Austrian food along the way too. So stay tuned if you want to see all of that. So let's start walking, and it's going to be a long day today. Let's get out and walk around downtown. So I'm here at Café Central, which is a place where Freud and Hitler had a coffee. So we're going to have an amazing local Viennese coffee, and we're going to have a Sacher cake, which is super yum and super popular here. So let's check it out inside. Usually you got to line up, but we came at a time where there's not too many people. So let's go inside Café Central. Okay, so we just ordered some coffee and cake, and this is what we got. Okay, so I'm having the melange Viennese style coffee, and also got the Sacher cake and the Mozart cake too. So let's just check out how that is. But if you guys are confused, this is the typical Viennese style coffee, and it doesn't come with the cream like you'd see anywhere else in the world. But the one that got popularized is actually the Schlagerverse, the coffee with the whipped cream right there. So here's the Sacher cake, which is chocolate cake with apricot jam in the middle of it. It's super popular and a local dessert here in Vienna. And I also got the Mozart ball. It's a surprise what's going to be inside, so let's see what that is. And here's my Viennese style coffee. It actually looks like a cappuccino, but actually stronger than a cappuccino because it's an extended espresso. Café Central was absolutely amazing. That Mozart ball and the Sachertorte was super good. By the way, the Sachertorte, I made a mistake. It's not actually very moist cake. It's actually made from leftover bread from the previous day, and then they make it into a chocolate cake. So I thought that was pretty cool. Other than that, the Viennese style coffee, can you still hear me with that behind me? The Viennese style coffee, wow, it's just like a stronger espresso, which I really enjoy. Try the Viennese coffee and a Sacher cake when you're in Vienna. So we're here in Rathaus, which is the main city hall here in Vienna. It was made in the late 1800s. It looks absolutely stunning. It's one of the main tourist attractions here in Vienna, and if you come here, it's nice to take really nice pictures inside. You can have guided tours inside too, but I don't have too much time because I want to show you guys other things. But definitely check it out when you're in Vienna. Here in Musemsquartier at the moment, and this place is pretty amazing. There's so many local people hanging out here, and as you can see behind me, there's like a lot of purple benches and kind of like couches that you can just grab a drink and hang out for the afternoon, and that's what a lot of the locals here do. Now here, the Musemsquartier is, I mean, just think about it logically, it's basically an area where there's a lot of different types of museums. There's the Museum of Modern Art here, and also Leopold's Museum just behind me, which I'm going to go in because there's a really nice exhibit that I want to show you guys. But if you're into art, modern art, contemporary art, head down here because you'll have a nice afternoon here in Musemsquartier. We're inside the Leopold Museum right now, and it costs €13 to get in, and if you've got a bag or some other stuff, you've got to leave it at a cloakroom. That costs €1 too. Let's check it out. It's got the works of Gustav Klimt inside here, and I'm really excited to see it, so let's check it out. Just come out of Leopold Museum, and those works were just absolutely amazing in there. Two Austrian artists, Gustav Klimt and also Egon Schiele. I just absolutely loved how these two artists, they were really contemporary for their time period. I mean, late 1800s, early 1900s. I just think that they were born in the wrong era, but I also think that they're actually trailblazers because they did things very differently from what artists were doing back then, and they made statements with their pieces. So I absolutely loved what they did for not only Europe but the world when it comes to art. So if you're here until November, in the Leopold Museum, you'll see Gustav Klimt and Egon Schiele's works of art, and €13 is nothing for what you're going to see inside there. I didn't want to take too much pictures and video in there because I want you guys to come and see it because it's completely worth it. So we're at Belvedere Palace, which is just south of downtown Vienna. Prince Eugene of Savoy lived here. So let's check out this amazing palace. So we're now here at Schönbrunn Palace. I walked all the way from Belvedere Palace to here. It was about a 1-hour walk, but amazing exercise nonetheless. Schönbrunn Palace doesn't look amazing just behind me. It's really, really huge. It's got 1,441 rooms inside, and it's the most important architectural, cultural, and historical building in the whole of Vienna, and of course the whole of Austria too. So let's take a closer look at Schönbrunn Palace. So I'm here right on the balcony of Schönbrunn Palace. Now I'm just trying to think, the royals that lived here are actually standing right here probably every single morning, taking a look out of the people and the view of Vienna. It's just amazing, right? Cool. So I'm just sitting out here just in the back part of Schönbrunn Palace, and it's basically the garden area, and you don't have to pay to come to the back here. It's actually open to the general public. A lot of people are actually jogging around here, running, doing their exercises, just enjoying themselves. It's an amazing place to just hang out here. It's a little bit far from the city centre. It's about a 90-minute walk from the city centre, but if I can do it, you can do it too. So I suggest coming here for the sunset like it is now. It's about 5:30 or 5 p.m. now. It's an amazing place to just relax after a long day. Nice weather, nice people around. Come out to the back or the backyard of the palace and check out the flowers, the scenery, the waterfalls, the fountains, lakes. Amazing. Wow, Schönbrunn Palace, everyone. I'm really overwhelmed because I was kind of underestimating this place. I mean, I've been to a lot of palaces and visited a lot around the world, but Schönbrunn Palace just has something that's just completely different from everything else. The sunset here is absolutely amazing. I'm just savoring every minute of it. And the gardens, overlooking the gardens, I'm here on the terrace. It's just absolutely beautiful, and it was worth the walk here. It's about a 90-minute walk from downtown, and it's going to be another 90-minute walk for me back. But since I'm super hungry, we're going to head down to a market area where we can get some nice Austrian street food on the way home. So Nash Market closed early, and I didn't want to be forced to sit down at a restaurant that I didn't want to be at, because I really just felt like eating something on the go. And what's really popular here in Vienna is to get a nice sausage or a meatloaf before going home, so that's what we're going to do. I found a place right here, so let's grab something and head back to the hotel. So this is my yummy takeaway dinner. This is a cheese sausage, and I have a cheese meatloaf. I guess you can tell that I love cheese. And it comes with this amazing rustic brown bread. That's pretty cool, actually. You don't have to have it with the bread, but he gave it to me for free. Inexpensive street food here in Vienna. So I'm gonna dig in and chow this down. Bon appetit. Let's eat. Okay guys, so I've just finished my super yum dinner. It was so much I couldn't really finish it all, but definitely worth having that. It was my last full day in Vienna. Sorry for the lighting, guys. It was I've got a bit of a spotlight here. Lighting's not so amazing in my room. I had 2 full days in Vienna, and I'm super happy that I came here, but you know what? I wish I had at least 1 more day here, to be completely honest. I think a good 3 days, 3.5 days is enough in Vienna. I just wish I had 1 more day here, that's it. There's just so much to see and do here in Vienna that I feel like I want to come back in the future. If you're the type that is really into architecture, culture and history and museums, then this city is all for you. It's absolutely filled to the brim with museums. If you're here for a week, you can literally see a museum every day of the week and see something different. Also, the food here is amazing, but make sure you walk everywhere like I did, because the food here is not that flattering to your figure. Everything is carbs, everything is grilled and meat and pork and sweet. Keep that in mind. If you guys followed my itinerary of where I went today, you will do 29,000 steps, guys. Well, nearly 30,000. So if you guys follow the itinerary that I did, you will do about 30,000 steps. I love walking everywhere. When you put Google Maps on, Google Maps literally makes you go through every nook and cranny in the city, and you really get a feel of how the locals live, and I love that. I don't really like walking down main highways and big thoroughfares, so I really enjoyed walking through the back streets and saving a few minutes thanks to Google Maps. Now, final thoughts about Vienna. Vienna is super pretty. It's already pretty during the day, but at nighttime it was like Vienna put her little black dress on and she just came out to party and put all the lights on, and it was super amazing. I really liked how pretty Vienna is at night, and not all cities can boast about that. They have lights everywhere on the buildings and they're placed perfectly on the windows, so it really lights up every single building and it really highlights the architecture of every single building. If you do come down here, make sure you force yourself to go out for a walk at night. I know that when you do a lot of sightseeing during the day, sometimes you just want to crash and burn when you get to the hotel. Yeah, I really forced myself to take a walk around before heading back to the hotel. There you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed episode 2, which was all about downtown Vienna, and I hope you guys got a good idea of what Vienna is like, even if I was only here for 2 days. If you want to see some more travel vlogs just like this, check out my channel. There might be another city that you're heading to and you might want to check out some tips there. Stay tuned for episode 3 tomorrow, because tomorrow I'll be heading to Bratislava in Slovak Republic, or Slovakia. It'll be super interesting. I'm not going to tell you yet how I'm getting there, but it's a surprise. Thanks for watching today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you guys continue watching my series, because this is going to be a few episodes long because I'm on a 7-day trip to 3 cities and 3 countries. So I hope you guys continue watching. Come along on my journey through these 3 countries and learn some history, food, and culture along the way. So until next time, I'll see you all tomorrow.